There is a big difference between a good fighter and an all-time great. Do not call yourself Boots if you ain't stepping on none.
That's so stupid.
I couldn't wait for the pro debut of Zaquin Moses, Shakur Stevenson cousin, aka Mr.
I know Southpaw TV.
By the way, everybody been talking about Zaquin Moses. You would think the man is already a champion, but it turns out Zaquin Moses lacks punching power. That's right. The man went the distance in his professional debut. Keep in mind that when Kermel Moulton made his pro debut, the man got a stoppage in the very first round. Something Zaquin Moses couldn't do.
What the fuck was you throwing?
Damn, Zaquin. In the amateurs, you was the man, Zaquin. What the hell happened to you?
I know Southpaw.
Shut the fuck up!
And shout out to Raymond Ford, aka Lil Ray Ray, the only fighter out Shakur Stevenson whole gym who actually did good tonight in the fights. Raymond Ford beat his opponent's brains out, and like I said, he is the only fighter out Shakur Stevenson whole gym who actually looked impressive tonight in the fights.
One of the softest I've ever seen in my life.
But just because Ray Ford did good in the fight doesn't mean he wasn't corny outside the fight. Ray Ford texted Shakur Stevenson and he posted it on Instagram. Shakur Stevenson said, "Yo, Ray Ford, you so cold. You and Keyshawn got me motivated as hell." Raymond Ford said, "I appreciate you, brother. We all gonna keep turning it up and motivate each other." I got no issue with them texting each other back and forth. But why would you screenshot it and post it on the internet for strangers that you never gonna meet?
He's legendary corny.
Ray Ford and Shakur Stevenson could have texted each other in private and not shared it with the internet. Ray Ford and Shakur Stevenson could have called each other, kept it to themselves, but instead, they texted each other, screenshotted it, and posted it on the internet for strangers that they never gonna meet. Corny as hell.
He's fake.
And why was Lamont Roach at the fights? The man should be getting ready for Gervonta Tank Davis, but instead he was in Philly at the fights. What was Lamont Roach doing in the crowd at the fights?
I'm sorry you're broke.
And like I said 100 million times, do not compare good fighters with great fighters. Jaron Boots Ennis is a good fighter, but Bud Crawford is an all-time great. Jaron Boots Ennis had a rematch with a man by the name of Karen. In the first fight, Mr. Karen ran around the ring for all 12 rounds. Jaron Boots Ennis does not know how to cut off a ring like Shakur Stevenson. But in this rematch, Jaron Boots Ennis was getting lit up by Mr. Karen, that's right. If y'all go back and watch the fight, you will see how many times Mr. Karen was lighting Jaron Boots Ennis' ass up. I don't care what y'all say. Boots Ennis got exposed tonight, that's right. Did he lose the fight? Absolutely not. Jaron Boots Ennis definitely outscored Mr. Karen. But when you go back and watch the fight, Boots Ennis lacks defense. Don't y'all ever compare Jaron Boots Ennis to an all-time great like Terrence Bud Crawford.
What the fuck was you throwing?
Boots Ennis was getting hit with punches that he should have never got hit with. Jaron Boots Ennis looked terrible in this fight. He did not look like the Boots Ennis that everybody be praising out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But then again, Philly don't know what they talking about.
Oh my God!
The saddest thing about this situation is that when Jaron Boots Ennis won the fight, he knew he looked terrible. So in 2024, what do you do after a terrible performance? You make excuses on why you look terrible in the fight. Jaron Boots Ennis immediately, I'm talking about instantaneously, blamed the weight cut, that's right. Boots Ennis said that he would feel way better at 154 pounds, and he blamed looking terrible on cutting to 147. Pathetic, if you ask me.
You's a real fake nigga.
Terrence Crawford, the man who would cook Jaron Boots Ennis, tweeted, "Hey yo, Jaron Boots Ennis, I didn't see the fight, but I heard about it. Stay focused and keep working on your craft. Every night's not gonna be the same. Never get comfortable in this game. If you're trying to get to the mecca of the sport, stay on your mission, because all it takes is one slip up." Bud Crawford basically sunned Jaron Boots Ennis with this tweet. He's acting like a father figure to his oldest son in this tweet. Let's be real. Everybody and their mama know what Bud Crawford would do to Jaron Boots Ennis. Bud Crawford would step on Boots Ennis and make it look easy. Boots Ennis looked so bad that he had Ryan Garcia disrespecting the man on Twitter. You can't make this up. Ryan Garcia said, "Hey yo, Boots will get knocked out by me. This referee sucks. And Eddie Hearn gotta stop calling his fighters legends premature, that's right. Eddie Hearn steady trying to promote Jaron Boots Ennis as some type of all-time great when the man is barely a good fighter. On top of that, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania was walking out the building before the fight ended. Let me repeat that. Do y'all remember when Newark, New Jersey was booing Shakur Stevenson and they walked out the arena before the fight ended because Shakur Stevenson is a horrible fighter? Same thing with Jaron Boots Ennis tonight. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania booed Jaron Boots Ennis and they walked out the fight before it was over. And just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it gets even worse. Jaron Boots Ennis looks so bad that the Zone Boxing posted this up on Twitter. They had the audacity to ask the question, who would win this fight, Boots Ennis or Ryan Garcia?
We really know you.
Boots Ennis is getting disrespected by the network that he fights on. You can't make this up. How disrespectful is it to even ask that question? Talking about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia never even fought at 147, but they had the audacity to ask, who would win this fight? Boots Ennis looked so terrible that Brian Norman Sr., father of Brian Norman Jr., got on Instagram Live and disrespected the man. Deep fried the man, flamed his ass, cooked Jaron Boots Ennis because Boots Ennis deserved it, let's be real. Check it out.
Bruh, I'm betting on the knockout. That nigga going to sleep. He can't fuck with us, bro.
Is this your team? Is this your team? Is this your team? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all will give me my respect. I pointed this out before this fight ever fucking happened. I told you, the nigga regular, it's just extreme, beautiful matchmaking. Now y'all seeing the real. The nigga is a regular fucking fighter.
Brian Norman Sr. is the funniest pops in boxing. I don't care what y'all talking about. Brian Norman Sr. gotta take the title for being the funniest pops in the sport of boxing.
The nigga is a regular fucking fighter.
One man who did not even want to entertain the nonsense tonight was Gervonta Tank Davis, the face of boxing. Gervonta Davis deactivated his Twitter account because he don't want to deal with y'all trolls. That's right. Gervonta Davis ain't got time for it. The man got better things to do. He got better things to do than to interact with trolls on Twitter. And y'all know what I say. A troll on Twitter ain't got no life. They will go back and forth with you forever because they ain't got no life.
This is a bunch of bullshit, but
like I said a million times, there is a big difference between a good fighter and an all-time great. Boots Ennis is a good fighter, but Terrence Bud Crawford is a great fighter. There is a very big difference. Don't y'all ever compare Jaron Boots Ennis to Terrence Bud Crawford. It's not even close.
is this your team? Is this your team?
Shakur don't got a chin like that. Shakur don't got power. So yes, we want to fight Shakur.